Welcome to SAP Codem Learning Hub.
Hello viewers and users. Enterprise Structure Configuration Part 7 in continuation of Part 6. In this session, you will learn Purchase Requisition Release Strategy. We have already covered Purchase Order Release Strategy in my previous video. If you have not seen it, just go and watch. You will have an idea of how to build the release strategy in SAP S4HANA system. Purchase requisition release strategy similar to purchase order release strategy, but there are a few things which are different from purchase order release strategy. That's what we will be learning in this session. As we move on and perform the task, you will know what is the difference between PR release strategy and PO release strategy. Move on to the next slide. Purchase requisition release strategy in SAP S4HANA. Overview. A purchase requisition release strategy in SAP S4HANA is a structured approval process that ensures purchase requests go through predefined authorization levels before being converted to purchase order. This prevents unauthorized spending, improves procurement efficiency, and enforces budget control. Users in a company, there are several departments. If it's a manufacturing company, there will be production and planning, plant maintenance department, production and planning department. Then you have finance department, materials management department, so on and so forth. There are several departments. So whenever those departments require a material, they create purchase requisition. That is an internal document. They create purchase requisition. If the company has implemented the purchase requisition release strategy, in that case, there will be authorized levels. For each level of approvals, there is a value is fixed. For example, supervisor, certain amount, he should be able to approve it. Once he approves it, if the amount is higher, it goes to the division manager. And then the division manager approves it, goes to the department manager. So the way you build your release strategy, based upon the release strategy, and the value is fixed for each authorized approver, the purchase requisition will be keep on moving until the final approval. Once the final approval approves it, the purchase requisition will go to the purchasing department. The purchasing department receives it, and then it will go ahead and do the further process for procurement. They will generate the purchase order and then go ahead and do the procurement process. This is what is all about. In this way, so they can control the process flow of purchase requisition, and that improves the procurement efficiency and enforces the budget control. The budget control based upon the value fixed for each level. In that way, they can control the budget. Each department, remember, each department will have the budget. That budget will be allocated annually. From that budget, those departments will create the purchase requisitions. Purchase requisition will be blocked for further process until released. PR release procedure. Initially, the purchase requisition will be in the block status. Once, if an initial level approval approves it, then it goes to the another level. So whatever the release strategy has fixed, based upon that, it keeps moving until the final approver approves it. So once the final approver approves it, then it goes to the purchasing department. The purchasing department will generate the purchase order, and then the whole process will take place in purchasing department to procure that material. This is the sample diagram I have taken it so that you can have the clear concept of PR release strategy. Move on to the next slide. Purchase requisition release strategy key steps. These are the steps you need to follow and do the configuration. As usual, there are two ways to do the configuration. One, you can go directly using transaction code C204, or you can follow SAP reference IMG. Step 1, define characteristics. Let us understand what are the characteristics you need to pick up. Characteristics represents the criteria that determine the approval process. Define characteristics, for example, document type, total PR value, line item value, purchasing group, And you can also take plant, purchasing, organization, etc. You can take, depends upon how you build the purchase requisition release strategy based upon the requirement of the organization. Here in this session, we picked up document type, total PR value, line item value, and purchasing group. We have taken these characteristics to build our release strategy. Here, users, let me, it's an important point, very important point, take a note of it. Release purchase requisition release strategy can have a header level approval and item level approval. If you are taking total PR value, then header level release strategy will be activated. If you are considering line item value, then line item level release strategy will be activated. So that's the important point. You have to take a note of it. Header level and item level are there, can be implemented in purchase requisition release strategy. Likewise, in purchase order, only header level release strategy can be implemented. Step 2, create release codes. Same thing, we have done this in purchase order release strategy also. 032 is a standard SAP standard class code. We have to define this class code. Okay, and then whatever characteristics you have picked up, you have to assign the characteristics to this class code. So define the class code, assign the characteristics. That's what you should be doing in step 2. Step 3, define release groups. Create a release groups that includes multiple release strategies. Okay, as we move on to this session, so you will have clear concept of all these steps, and we'll do the configuration in real time. So we need to have one group should be created, and then to that group we'll define the release codes, will assign to that group. So now we have to define the release codes. Release codes you can create as many as hierarchy levels. Okay, supervisor, division manager, department manager, so on and so forth. You can create as many levels as you want, depends upon the organization structure. Then step 5, configure release strategy. So we have to create the release strategy, and whatever we have created, we have to create these parameters, we have to assign those to release strategy. In that way, you will be building the purchase requisition release strategy. Move on to the next slide. The next slide, PR release strategy, retrieve field names. User, to build your PR release strategy, you have to define certain characteristics. So while defining the characteristics, first you need to pick up the field names. How do you pick up the field names? You have to go to the transaction code, SC12, press enter, enter the table name. For the PR, the table name is CBAN. So enter the table name, click on display. So this screen will pop up. From scroll on the screen, whatever characteristics you want to pick up and build your release strategy, for those characteristics you need to take the field names. So here in our case, in this session, we are building the release strategy based on purchase requisition document type, purchasing group, and total value of line item. So we are building our release strategy on line item level. So it depends upon you, whatever characteristics you want to take and build your release strategy, you can do that. Move on to the next slide. PR release strategy, define characteristics. This is a screen where you will be defining characteristics. The transaction code you can use CT04, go directly to the screen. You have to define the characteristics from the screen. Why I have taken this value, just I want to emphasize on this. Here, while creating the characteristic itself, you can define the approval conditions. Like from 1 to 10 lakhs, supervisor can approve, or more than 10 lakhs, division manager, department manager, whatever really approval levels, conditions you want to build, you can build in the screen. And another way is, while you are creating the release strategy, go to the classification. Here also you can have conditions, you can assign the conditions over here for the approval. Depends upon the hierarchy levels, whatever conditions you want to build. up to from rupee 1 to 100,000 supervisor, and greater than 100,000 division manager, department, so on and so forth. You can build the conditions over here also. In this screen, you can have the whole conditions you can have. Here in this screen, based upon the release strategy, you can have one by one. So this is the button you need to press, classification. Then you can assign the values. This we will be doing in our session as we move on. Move on to the next slide. This is where you create the class type and assign the characteristics which we have done. This is this. You can go directly by using transaction code CL02. So assign the create the class code, class type, and assign the characteristics. Just move on to the next slide. This is SAP reference IMG path. Here, from this path, you can do the entire configuration. If you go through SAP reference IMG, go to purchase requisition, go here list procedure. From here itself, you can do all the configuration. Users, let me tell you a very important point here. Here in purchase requisition, there are two type of configuration. One, setup procedure without classification. Another one, setup procedure with classification. So without classification, there are limitations. If you select this option, setup procedure without classification, in this case, procedure with, there are limitations, like only you can have line item level approval. And then there are fixed and predefined characteristics. You have to use from those fixed predefined characteristics only, and you build your release strategy. So there are limitations here. There's no flexibility. You cannot have header level and item level approval build if you use procedure without classification. That's the difference. Mostly the companies will adopt procedure with classification, where they have the flexibility to build the release strategy based on header level, item level, and they can pick up any characteristics they want, and then they can build a release strategy. And you can have both header level and item level approval. Move on to the next slide. PR release strategy, define release groups. Here, there's a very important point you have to remember. While defining the release groups or creating the release group, overall release requisition, you see here, if you check mark this will be header level approval. If you don't check mark this, it will be item level approval. So that's what, this is very important. If you check mark, header level will be activated, approval. Header level approval will be activated. If you uncheck this, leave it as is, then item level release strategy will be activated. Move on to the next slide. PR release strategy, define release codes. This is the screen where you will be defining the release codes. Like you can build your hierarchy levels, manager, admin manager, department manager, production manager, okay, and then production planning department, whatever hierarchy level you can build here. This is the screen. Move on to the next slide. This is where you can here, if you want, you can have your own release indicator. You can create your own, you can customize your own release indicator. Somebody has already done it. This is not SAP standard. Somebody has already customized it. A is released, X is blocked. So when you move on to this session, we will be logging into the system and creating everything in real time. So you'll have there the concept will be more clear. Move on to the next slide. This is very important. You have to remember while building the release strategy, when you click on release prerequisites, so you create the release strategy and you assign the hierarchy level. During that, if you click on release prerequisite, this screen will pop up. If you leave it as it is without doing a check mark, if you leave it as it is, then the purchase requisition will go simultaneously to all the approvers. So all the approvers can have access to purchase requisition, they can approve it simultaneously. If you check mark this, it will go to the first level, and second, third, fourth, whatever level, higher levels other than the first level, they cannot see the PR. Okay, so only after the approval of first level they can see, the second level can see it. Only after the second level approves it, the third level can see it, so on and so forth. That's what you have to remember here. If you don't check mark this, the PR, once the PR is released, it will go to all the approvals. Okay, so just take a note of it. All the approvals can see and they can approve simultaneously. Okay, which it depends upon the company policy. If the company wants to have in that way, you can implement in that way. If the company wants to one by one approval, see first level approves and then it should go to the second level, and then second approves, then it should go to the third level. Until unless the levels are approved, the other level will not be knowing that there is a PR. Okay, so if you want to have it that way, then you need to check mark this. Move on to the next slide. This is the PR release strategy configuration. So we'll log into the system and we'll do this configuration first. Users, before we start doing our configuration, we just go to the transaction code SC12, press enter. CBAN is the table name for the purchase requisition. Click on display, enter CBAN, click on display. There you are, you see the fields. From here you need to pick up the fields like document type. We are building our release strategy based on three characteristics. One is document type, another one is purchasing group, third one is line item value. So we're building the release strategy on item level. So for that you need to pick up the field name of the item level. Just go here, see there, item level, just search for item, total value item. This is the one. So GSW RT. Just go back to our configuration slide and see GST. This is we are taking line level. So these are the three fields which we'll be picking up. Remember users, in PR, likewise I explained to you earlier in this session, PR can be release strategy can be built on item level and header level. Just go back, we'll do let us create the characteristics. For that you need to go to SPRO, press enter, click on SAP reference IMG, look out for a node materials management, expand this, expand the node purchasing, then expand the node purchase requisition. Here you see release procedure, expand this. Just let me give you a reminder. There are two options here, setup procedure without classification, setup procedure with classification. We have to do setup procedure with classification only. This is the option which most of the companies will adopt. So there is a flexibility here as I explained to you earlier in this section. So we'll take setup procedure with classification only. But before that, we'll first create the characteristics. Click on edit characteristics. First we'll create PR underscore document type. Users, I have just added PR because it is a public server. Already somebody has taken document type. So there's a duplication. That's why I added PR, prefix PR to all our characteristics. So just take a note of it. Click on create. Then PR release document type. Okay. We'll move on to one by one tab and see what configuration we need to do there. Just PR document type is 4 characters. That's and type is character. 4. If you have any confusions, go back to your transaction code C12, enter the table CEBAN, and you can go and check the length of the character, this document type field. Here you have to click on multiple values, because we'll be taking one customized document and we'll be taking standard documents. So in that case, you're taking multiple documents, so you have to check mark this multiple values option if you're taking multiple documents. Description: English is a standard language. Leave it. If you want to add any other language, you can go and add it, but we leave it as it is because English is a standard language. Go to the values, you click on additional values, then the document standard document type is NB, and our second document we have created one customized document type ZCNB. We'll define that. Then we'll go to additional data. Here this is the important tab where you have to define the table name CEBAN and the corresponding field name for this characteristics which we defined. So for the document type, the field name is BSART. Press enter. Yes, this is where the above dictionary will pop up, because there will be a communication between the characteristics and this table and the fields. So to retrieve the data, there will be communication. For that, this message is coming. Above dictionary will be activated. Click on this. We have completed this part. We've taken the table name and we assign the field name. Go to the restrictions, just check this there. Enter the class type 032, press enter. And then go back. So what we'll do, first we'll say, now we'll create our second character, that is PR underscore LIN underscore BAL. Then you click on this icon, create. Here we'll give the description PR release. It's already there. We'll check this one because I keep checking, before I make the session, I have to go and check everything is working fine or not, because this is a public server. So I have tested it, that's why it's there. So we'll take as is. Okay, this is a numeric field. So we'll take as currency as a format. Click on multiple values. Click on intervals. Interval is important here because this is based upon we will be defining intervals. No, like a supervisor who is authorized to approve up to 50,000, and then division manager, and then department manager. So we'll assign the approval levels. So that's why we define the intervals. That's why you need to activate this intervals allowed. This is important too. Then 13 characters is the length of this line value. 2 as decimal. Okay, INR is the currency. Once we go and assign the fields, it will update. Okay. So we'll leave as it is. Just we'll go to the descriptions. We'll go one by one. Description. So English is a standard language, so nothing to do here. Values. Values here you can define user. If you can click here, you can define the values like less than, equal to 50,000, then greater than 50,000, and even if it's a 0.0 value is higher, to should go to the higher level. So all this we can define here. Okay. But this we will do later on in this session. So first we'll leave it. We'll make two levels and leave it as we have started it. So let's 1, 2, 3. So it's up to, for example, 200,000. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just to find these two values. So later on we will build the complete intervals and we'll come back and we'll assign all those over here. So right now we'll leave it as is. We'll come back and do that part. Go to additional data. Here is the table name CEBAN and define the field name. So what will be the field name? You can take from here GSWRT. Go back. GSWRT. That's for the line 11 release strategy we are implementing. So we will be taking line 11 value. Okay, line 11 value field name is GSWRT. So go to the restrictions. Click here. Go to, this is our dictionary will be activated. Just go to restrictions. Enter the class 032. Press enter. Then check one by one. Basic data, description. See this here. You see the decimal is already picked up. So once you assign the field table name and field name to these characteristics, it will pick up automatically the length of the line value and the decimals too. Okay. Descriptions, values, additional data, characteristics. Okay. Just go back, save it first, and we'll create the third one. That is PR. We added prefix because this is public server. Already somebody has taken purchasing group. So that's why I added PR GRP. Okay. Click on create. Here we can say release, PR release group. Okay. Press enter. Here take multiple values. We'll be taking multiple purchasing groups. Here the purchasing group is character format and character length is 3. Okay. Then go to the description. Leave it as it is. Values. We will click on additional values. We will see what happens. FMD, that's our first purchasing group. And then you have PPD. Any issues? No. Then you have PMD, third purchasing group. Each purchasing group responsible for each department. That's how we are building the release strategy. And then we have one general purchasing group for raw material, MPR. Enter. Additional data. Here we'll define the field name, table name, CEBAN, and the field name too. Field name is EKGRP. And the values over here. So additional data, we have already done it. This tab we finish. Then go to restrictions. 032 is the standard SAP standard class type. So let's just check one by one. Multiple values assigned, description, values. It is not taking multiple values over here. Let's see why it is not taking. Additional, we finish this. Then restrictions, 032 is the class type, and then go ahead and save it. We'll go back. Now we'll edit the class. Click on this. The class will be what class we have taken. Go back and check. MPC underscore PRRS. Just go back. MPC, that is Metro Pride Company underscore PR underscore RS. Class type 032. Click on create. Okay. Here we can give the description PR release class type. Any description you want, you can give it. There should be some meaning you can sense out of it. We just make 2050. Okay, that's it. Nothing much to do here. Keywords, character. Here, this is the important tab. Here, whatever we define, like we define first PR underscore document type, we have to assign TYP, press enter. If it doesn't bring this information, that means something wrong you are entering. So immediately there will be a message, you will know. Then PR underscore total line LIN underscore VAL. Press enter. And then the third characteristics which we have picked up is PR. That's a purchasing group. PUR underscore GRP. Press enter. That's it. So it has picked up all the rest of the information. It has picked up for those characteristics. So we have defined the class type and we assign the characteristics to it. That's it. Just save it. Then we'll be doing our rest of the configuration by clicking on a setup procedure with classification. Double click on release groups. Here the screen will pop up. Click on new entries. Release group will keep RG only. You take these two letters RG. Then we'll enter the class type. What was the class type we have taken? MPC PR underscore RS. So we'll enter MPC. That was our class type, MPC underscore PR underscore RS. Press enter. See, a release object by default, it has taken one. That is the standard release object. And then we can give description like release type, PR release type. Okay. Press enter. Then release group is created. Here, as I explained to you earlier, as we are following the line item level approval, so we'll leave it as it is. We will not make a check mark over here. If you check mark, header level release strategy will be activated. So just leave as it is so that the item level strategy will be activated. Click on save. Okay. Just go back. Go back. We have created a release group. Double click on release codes. Before I create the release codes, users, let me go back to our configuration slide. Here we have created the characteristics. We have picked up three characteristics. We have created the characteristics. We define the class. We assign those characteristics to that class type. And we have done this part also. We have defined the purchasing groups. We completed this part of configuration. Now for the second part of configuration, I have taken a business requirement. Move on to the next slide. PR release strategy, business requirement, process flow. I have taken this process flow diagram as a business requirement. That will be our assignment. We follow this assignment and create rest of the configuration. Then we'll create the PR. We apply this release strategy and see how all this work in real time. We'll be doing in the system in real time. This business requirement is there are several departments in a company. There's a facilities maintenance department, production planning department, HRD, PMD, plant maintenance department. So these various departments uh, will have a budget allocated annually. From that budget, they will create the purchase requisition as and when they required any material or services. Okay, so in that case, they will create the purchase requisition for material or for services. So once it's finally approved, the purchase requisition will go to the purchasing department. Purchasing department will collect all the RFQs which it receives from various departments. Then it send it to, it segregates it, consolidates it, and make as a one group, and then it will send it to the suppliers. One supplier, maybe two, maybe three, as many number of suppliers who can quote that material, they will send it to those suppliers. The RFQ will be sent, request for quotation will be sent to those suppliers. Once they quote the prices, they will receive it back. They will process it. They will generate the summary, they call quotation summary. From that, they will know who quoted the best price, which supplier has quoted the best price. Then they will allocate the PO to that supplier. So a purchase order will be generated and purchase order will be sent to the supplier. This is the business requirement. Okay, we'll be following this model and we'll be creating a release strategy based upon this business requirement. So this will be our assignment. Here, FMD users, just let me brief because you must be familiar with production and planning, plant maintenance, HRD, facilities maintenance department. Maybe you're not aware of it. Let me just give a brief about it. Facilities maintenance department, it will take care of all the, if it is a huge company, there is a building construction, there are cubicle constructions, and there is a fire department separate to take care of the fire and safety alarms. All those, and there are plants, chiller plants, there are various office maintenance. Okay, any new constructions or any maintenance, this FMD department will take care. So it's called facilities maintenance department. We'll move on to the next slide. PR release strategy, business requirement. These are the parameters I have predefined already. We will take these parameters and we will build the release codes and the release strategy, then create the PR and apply the release strategy, then we'll see how it works. So that's what we are going to do in the system in real time. Double click on release codes, click on new entries, release group recreated RG. Okay. Release code 01. We'll start from 01 and we'll move on to up to 10. Description. We are not implementing workflow, so we'll leave it blank. 01 will be our FMD supervisor. We'll use capital letters. We are following exactly these parameters to create our release strategy. FMD supervisor Supv. I'll just create quickly. Okay. Release group is RG. Okay. Then we'll take 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09 up to 10. So FMD supervisor, FMD division manager, Div.Mgr. Then we'll go FMD department manager. First we have to create the release codes. This is how we create the release codes. Then so there's 3 hierarchy levels for the facilities maintenance department. We completed that. Now we'll move on to the next department, that is PPD. PPD is planner, PLANNER, planner. Then PPD production manager. Then we have PPD plant manager. Then we have plant maintenance department, PMD supervisor, SUPV. Then PMD division manager. Then PMD department manager. Then VP vice president. VP vice president. All RG release group recreated RG. So you just RG RG press enter. Okay, so we created the hierarchy levels. We can keep on creating as many as you want. Hierarchy levels you can create as many as you want, but routing release strategy will be for one document only 8 levels. So you have to remember that, users, the release codes, hierarchy levels, you can create as many as you want, but per document there can be 8 levels of approval only. For PR you can go up to maximum 8 levels of approval. So you have to remember that. Now we'll save this. Okay, save it. Just go back. Double click on release indicator. This some users are already customized it. It's not SAP standard. So if you want also, you can do your customization here. Let us use whatever it's available, like A for release, X for block. We'll use these 2 indicator. But before that, let me explain to you something here which is very important. Double click on A. Okay, you see here, click on this button. There are different policies, changeable policies. For example, it depends upon the company what policy it wants to follow. Like for example, if the PR is approved and then they realize some mistake, if they want to do the correction, as long as there is no change in the value, you can do the correction. Even if it is under the approval process, you can do the correction. If there is a change in the value, if any modification, enhancement makes a change in the value, then first the authorized approver need to reject it, and then it will come back to the initiator. he will make the changes and then he will reroute it. He will send it for approval. So those kind of policies are this. Any changes, if they make once the PR is in uh, approval process, once it is forwarded, then no changes can be made. Okay, that's one policy. If the PR uh, modification affects the value or the release strategy, if the approval process also, if any changes, in that case also, it should be the PR should be really rejected. Once it comes back to the initiator, from there on, the new changes will be made, and then he has to uh, send it for approval again. So those kind of policies can be implemented by following this change codes. So mostly the companies follows the fourth one. This is the changeable new release in case of new strategy or a value. So in case of any new release, if any new approver has assigned, or somebody has gone on vacation, somebody is acting as a division head or department head, or if any value changes, in that case, you can use changeable code 4. So most of the company standard they follow is 4. That's what you need to understand. Just go back. We have not changed anything, so we will not save it. Click on release strategy. We'll create new release group is RG. So what we have taken first, F1, FMD PR underscore RS. That's release level 1. So we'll go F1, follow the same parameters, FMD underscore PR underscore RS1, approval level 1. So we'll use the first release code 01. Okay, press enter. And I have explained to you earlier prerequisites on this, because it's the first approver, so there's been nothing, just continue. Okay, release status. So first nothing. If it's released, if the first supervisor approves it, it will be released. Continue. Classification. Here it is. Users, let me show you something. Click on this. We'll open the new session. We'll go back directly to the transaction code CT04. We'll take PR line val, press enter. So go to the values. See, I have already built up these values. These values you can build after you define the class type. So first you define the characteristics and go and define the class type. Come back and just go to PR line value, click on the values tab, then you can define this one. So FMD first level is less than or equal to 50,000. That's the supervisor role. We'll just go back. So from here, first document type is, we are selecting Z, C, and D. That's our customized document type. Or you can just click here and check. Okay, this is the document type. This total value. We take the characteristic from here. The defined value is less than equal to 50,000. So you can select from here. That is the advantage of this drop down. If this drop down will be built up, if you creating the characteristics, you can define the values here also. So here you can select individually. And the PR release group, click on this. For this, we are doing it for MD. So we'll select purchasing group, FMD purchasing group. This purchasing group is responsible for all the purchases of facilities maintenance department. Click on this. So based upon this, the release strategy will be built. Okay. And now just go back, save it. We'll finish here. We'll first save it. Then we'll do the release simulation. Click on this, simulate. This is only a first approver. First initially it will be blocked and then it will be released. So we finished this first part. We saved it already. We did all this. Just go back. Go back. Then we'll create the second one. RG. Okay. And then F2. Then we'll take FMD. So we'll select this and we'll make it 2. Now we'll assign 2 approvers. 1 supervisor, then division manager. Press enter. Okay. Now click on prerequisites. So click on this, continue. Click on release strategy. So initially it will be blocked. Once approved, it will be blocked. Both the supervisor approved will be released. Continue and go to the classification. From here, select the document type, customize document type. Then we'll check the total value. If is greater than 50,000 and up to 200,000. Okay. Purchasing group FMD. So we'll take FMD. Okay. Move back. Save it. Then do the simulation. Double click on this. Click on this. Simulate. First, not possible. Once position the cursor. Click the cursor here. Set release. 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 Now, initially it will be blocked. First approval release, the second approval release, then it will, the overall PR will be released. Okay, this is done. This is done. You already saved it. Now go back. We'll build the third one. New entries. Release group RG. Then we'll go create the third approval level F3. For that PR, we'll check this one. We'll make it 3. Then we'll add all the 3 approvers 01, 02, then 03. Solve prerequisites. Check on this, check on these 2. Okay. This I have explained you in the earlier session of this video. Just you can refer to that. Continue. Release status. So first it is blocked. 1 approved will be blocked. 2 approved blocked. 3rd approved it will be released. Classification. Go here. Select customize document type. Then total line value. What will be the total line value now? 500,000. 200 to 500,000. Select this one. Okay. Total approval for this is great, more than 200,000, then up to 500,000. FMD, okay. We want to limit this to 1,000 up to 5,000. Okay. Now we'll just go back, save it, then click on release simulation, click on this, simulate, initially block, click on this, set release, second approval release, the third approval release, the PR will be released. Close this, go back, try to save it again, now go back. Click on new entries again, now we'll create for, we'll build the release codes for production and planning department. So release group is RG, then we have P1, okay, we've taken P1, and then PPD underscore PRRS release level 1. Here it will be 04. So you see we're following exactly, this. Following these parameters and we're building the release strategy. Okay, that's our P1, we created the first level. Okay, then go to prerequisites, nothing to here. Release strategy, initially blocked. Classification, here production and planning department, first customized document type GCNB, okay, line item value. So for production it is supervisor level is less than equal to 100,000. Release group PPD. Let's see here. Yes, PPD. So we picked up the approval level value less than 100,000. Then production planning department. Just press enter. Go back. Save it first. Then go to the release simulation. Click on this. Click on this. Click on this. Click on release simulation. Initially it will be blocked. Click on this and then set release. Release. This is to see if the release strategy working fine or not. This is a simulation. Okay, now just go back, create another one, RG, then P2, then PPD, take this one, 2, then 04 is the supervisor, 05 is the production manager. Click on prerequisites, click on this, check the release status, initially blocked, approved, first approver blocked, second, third approver release. Go to classification, same document type, customized document type. Now here greater than 100,000, here greater than 100,000 is equal to 500,000, up to 500,000. Click on this. PPD is the purchasing group. Go back, save it. So let's simulate on 2 levels. On this, simulate. Click on this. Blocked initially, then released. Click on this block because both the approvers approved it, then it will be released. So now save it, go back, new entries, third one, release group RG, now P3, here PPD, 3, now we'll create the release codes for all the three approvals, 04, enter, 05, enter, 06, enter. Now prerequisites, check on this too. Okay, click on release status, block, unless all the three approvers approves it, it will be finally it will be released if all the three approvers approves it. Continue, classification, ZC and B, that's a customized document type. Then you have total value, click on the drop down here, from greater than 500,000 to 10 lakhs. That's the third level of approval. That's the department manager, production planning department manager. PPD is the purchasing group. Go back, save it, go back. Then we'll create we'll go back and see. Now we'll create the release strategy for plant maintenance department. So M1 is the code for the release strategy. We'll build. I'll go back. So release group, release strategy is M1, plant maintenance department underscore RS, PR first, underscore RS 1. Just click on this. See where the FMD supervisor 07. Okay, press enter. Prerequisite. Leave it as it is. Release status initially blocked, then it will be released once he approves it. Classification. Here now ZC and B is our customized document type. Line value, just click on this. What is the approval values we have taken? PMD less than equal to 25,000, supervisor less than equal to 25,000, supervisor. Click on this. Purchasing group is PMD, plant maintenance purchasing group. Okay, go back, save it. Then simulation, click on this, simulate, initially blocked, set release, click on this, set release. Okay, this is done, working fine. Just save it again just to make sure. Go back now, we'll create second level, release group RG, then M2, then here PMD underscore, select this and make level 2. So here now will be 07 and 08. 07, 08. Press enter. Division manager, supervisor and division manager. Release. Click on this. Continue. Release status. It's okay. Initially blocked. 1 approve block, 2 approve release. Classification. Yes, Z, C, and B. Okay, then click on value item, select here. Just go back and check what is the second level. Second level is 100,000. 100,000 Second level 25,000 to 100,000. Second level 25,000 to 100,000. Select on this purchasing group PMD, Production Plant Maintenance Department. Okay, go back, save it, simulation, 2 levels, check on this, click on this, simulate, stimulate, okay, release, second upload release possible, close it, just save it to make sure. Go back, now create the third level, new entries, release group, M3, okay, go back, then PMD, select this, make it 3, okay, now from 07, 07, 08, 09, 07, 08, 09, okay, click on prerequisite, check this, release status, initially blocked, 1 approved block, 2 approved block, 3 approved release, classification, so ZCNB is our document type, press enter, here value, what is the value, go check, the value is greater than 100,000 equal to 200,000. Greater than 100,000 equal to 200,000. This is all. Okay. Check it out. And PMD is the purchasing group. Go back. Save it. Release simulation. On this, simulate. Click on this. Release possible. First release. Second release. Still blocked. Third release. PR released. Okay. Simulation is done. Now save it once again. Now go back. Now create for the VP. New entries. Release group RG. Now here VP. Click here Vice. What is the VP MP PR RSVP? Okay. So we'll take this and create as it is. MP PR RSVP. MP PR RSVP. MP underscore PR underscore release strategy or VP. Check this one. So only one approval. Prerequisites directly, if it's more than 10 lakhs, it will directly go to the Vice President for approval. Release status, initiative blocked, classification. Click on classification. Select the document type, customer's document type, and the total value of the item. You can approve maximum. Any PR is more than 10 lakhs, it will go directly to the Vice President of the company. Now we'll add on, he is responsible to approve for all the departments, like FMD, that's the purchasing group responsible for FMD. We'll make capital FMD, semicolon space, then we'll add PPD, this purchasing group responsible for production and planning departments, all the purchases this purchasing group will do for production and planning. Then PMG, and then one general raw material purchasing group, NPR. So any PR is greater than 10 lakhs, directly it will go to Vice President of the company for approval. Press enter. Okay. Go back, save it, then just do the simulation. Click on this, simulate, initially it is blocked, it will be released. Click on this, close it, okay. Go back, save it. So we have created all the release strategies for department wise. So with that, we completed this configuration of all these parameters. That was our business requirement. We completed. Now we'll go and create the purchase requisition and see how it works. Go to transaction code /NNE51N. Okay. There you are. We are in the screen to create purchase requisition. So we have assigned all our release strategy based upon customized document type. Customized document type is ZCNB. Select this one, and we'll select the cost center. Cost center is important because each cost center will be assigned to each department. So based upon the budget of the department, there will be a cost center. So cost center K, category K is for the cost center category for the each department. Material number 100043132. Press enter. We'll take first, initially quantity will take 1. Let's see what happens. Enter the plant MP01, storage location MPL1, MPL1 is our storage location. Now users, our important point over here is based upon the purchasing group, we have defined the release strategy for each department. For example, FMD is the purchasing group responsible for all the purchases of facilities maintenance department. So we'll put now FMD, this release strategy should be activated. Just go back, we'll put FMD, press enter. Now click on release strategy. Initially, see here FMD supervisor. What is the value? 5,000. Let's increase to 10 pieces. The value of the material is 5,000. The price of the material is 5,000. Value is 5,000 because one quantity. Let us increase to 10 quantity. See what happens. Still, because he is authorized to approve up to 50,000. Now we'll increase the quantity just 11 and see what happens. Now the second level is activated. What is the value? Just go and check the value. More than 50,000. So what is our second level approval? It's more than 50,000 to 200,000. Now we'll see, we'll increase the value now. 200,000, that will be 21 pieces. It will be more than, what will be the value? 1,05,000. Still, it is second level. So we'll increase to 30, see what happens. Still, we'll see what is the value. Up to 200,000. Second level up to 200,000. So what's the valuation? 150,000. Let's increase to 50 pieces. We'll check the release strategy. third level is activated. So what is the third level? 250,000. So third level is more than 200,000. Third level will be activated. So the value is 250,000. That is more than the second level of approval. So third level is activated. This is how it works. Now, if I increase it, let's say quantity to 300, see what happens. Now it goes directly to the president for approval. What is the valuation? It's 1.5 million, that's 15 lakhs. So here the value is fixed up to 500,000. So anything more than 500,000, the release strategy will not be applied. So you need to split the PR into two. You have to make two separate PRs which are less than 500,000. If you want, you can do that, or you can increase the level for the each approval. As we have taken from 200,000 to 500,000, FMD department manager, you want, you can split the PRs, two PRs you can create for less than 500 or less than equal to 500,000. You can do it in that way, or you can go and increase the approval limit. But we have taken 500,000, up to 500,000, that's the maximum value the FMD manager can approve. So in that case, these three levels will be activated. Let's go from 10 pieces. Just check it out once again. Check only once. What is the value? Only supervisor level. What is the value? 50,000. If increase to 11, 55,000. See the release strategy. Second level is activated. The second level is authorized to approve second level up to 200,000. So we'll make 50 pieces or 40 pieces. 40 pieces we take valuation level 200,000. So release strategy till division manager. If you increase to 41, what is the value? More than 2 lakhs. So third level is triggered. More than 2 lakhs, the third level is activated. This is how it works. Now, we'll go back and make the quantity 1, and we'll go and change the purchasing group to PPD. I'll just expand this. This is a lot of confusion. FMD, what is the second release strategy? PPD. Let's go back. Make it PPD. PPD. If you make enter PPD, the release strategy for the PPD will be activated. So less than equal to 100,000, planner will approve it. So what we will do now, we'll make it 5,000 into 20. So planner, what is the valuation? Total value of the period is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh release strategy, planner can approve it. We'll just increase the quantity to 21 and see the second level should be activated. So the second level is activated. Second level is from greater than 100,000 to 500,000. Go back. So valuation greater than 1 lakh, second level is activated. Second level is authorized to approve up till 100 pieces, that is 500,000. Valuation 500,000. So second level is authorized to approve up to 500,000. If we increase the quantity just by 1, third level will be activated. See here, third level. Why third level is activated? Because after 500,000, the plant manager is authorized to approve it. Plant manager authorized to approve it. This is, you go and check the value. So it's more than 500,000, plant manager. Now I'll increase it to 300. Look at the real estate, what 1.5 million, that's more than 10 lakhs. More than 10 lakhs, it should directly go to the vice president. This is how the release strategy works department wise. So we have assigned each purchasing group to each department. Now we'll go and check for FMD. So we'll make the quantity 1, press enter. We'll go and check for plant maintenance department. Enter. Check the value. What is the total value of the PR? Is 5,000. 5,000 release strategy. FM plant maintenance supervisor can approve it. What is his level? Up to 25,000. So if you take 5 pieces, go and check the valuation, 25,000. The release strategy, you can approve up to 25,000. We'll just increase the quantity to 1 more and see division manager is activated. Once the value goes more than 25,000, division manager will be activated. Now, they are authorized to approve. The third level should, it's more than 100,000. Third level of approval should be activated. So we'll see now, if you take 20, second level, 20 valuation is 100,000. Still, second level can approve it. If you increase, the third level should be activated. Increase one quantity, just will increase 21. One quantity will increase, department manager. What is the valuation? 1,05,000. What is the release strategy we set up? If it is more than 1 lakh, the third level should be activated. The third level is activated. Release strategy. If you make it, any department raises more than 10 lakhs, it will go directly to the vice president. Direct, only one approver, that is vice president of the company. Make it free, see, directly it will go to vice president. This is how the release strategy works. This is what we implemented. Based upon the purchasing group, the release strategy, different release strategy will be activated. FMD, this release strategy will be activated. PPD, this release strategy will be activated. PMD, this one. And finally, release strategy for VP, all the departments more than 10 lakhs will go to the VP directly for approval. Here, users, if it is more than 500,000, they can split the purchase requisition and make it to 2 purchase requisitions. Okay. Or second way is then they can increase this value. If any PR is more than 500,000, less than 10 lakhs, in that case they can increase the value or split the purchase requisition to 2. 2 purchase requisitions they can make it, and they can send it for approval. This is how it works. PR release strategy, perform test run. Users, we have created the purchase requisition. We applied all these parameters, we tested, and then we will go back, will perform this task, will go and approve this PR, and that in that way we'll be completing our task. Go back to the system. Copy this PR, Control C, copy this PR. Okay. User, I'm taking, if you are in real time, you need to create PR, like actually the departments will be creating, the purchase requisitions. In that case, each department will have a purchasing group. So there will be one PR for one department. So here, because we are doing as an assignment, we have taken this as an assignment. So we tested for all departments. So usually in real time that doesn't happen. Each department will create by using the purchasing group. So whatever purchasing group they enter, this according to that the release strategy will be activated. That's what we have seen in the system how it works. Now I'm taking purchasing production and planning department. We'll see the valuation more than 500,000. We'll see all the 3 levels are activated or not. We'll go and approve it. Okay. So for approve, you need to use the transaction code /NME54N. Remember, user, this is item level approval. Okay. So it has already picked up our PR. Our PR. This is a PR. Okay. This is our department. So if you don't see this check mark, you don't see this, it's just you have to see here, click on display. See, this deactivated. If it is like that, you click it, it will be activated. So just release it, go down, release it. So this is the purchase requisition for production planning department. If you want, you can go and create for each department separately. So that if you want, you can do, you follow this entire video, you can practice it. As a practice, you can create for each department. So with that, we have completed the task. We'll just go back. We have to save it first. In real time, one user cannot approve all this. This will not happen in real time because this is we are using as a practice and it's a test run. So in that case, a single user can approve all this, but in real time that doesn't happen. You need to actually go and log in each level. There will be a ID, a batch number or employee ID. Based upon that ID, the configuration is set up, and according to the conditions assigned for approval levels, then they can go and approve it. Just go back, finish that, we saved it, changes are saved, go back. Okay, then we'll see. So we have done the release part also. We verified everything and we released it. So with that, we have completed PR release strategy implementation in real time. That's all, users. Thanks for patience watching. So see you till my next video. Until then, bye.